Matt Roberson, 362 James Road, Gahanna, Ohio. I typed mine up. Members of the council, I appreciate the opportunity to share my thoughts with you this evening. My wife and I own a small business, Lakeside Coffee, and operate a nonprofit, the Heart Room, in the Creekside District. We also own a home that we chose partially because it is in walking distance of the Creekside District. We're affected dramatically by developments like this. There are 3 points I'd like to communicate tonight that I believe all have bearing on the proposed development. The first is that we must create a better climate for our new development. Create a better climate for new development in the Creekside District. There has been no significant development in the Creekside District for over a decade. In fact, it could be argued that the last serious investment in our downtown was the original Creekside development, which broke ground in 2005, which would be 15 years ago come May. Economic development, economic downturn, housing market, bad luck, and bad timing have all contributed to the situation. However, we have seen other communities able to right the ship and invest in their small business community centers. Yet in Gahanna, we have seen over a decade of stagnation. Our goal should be to encourage sound investment in our community, balancing short-term incentives, which is what we're discussing tonight, for long-term gains. I believe in this council and the capable people on it. I encourage you to exert the necessary political will to shift us into a more productive development climate so that we can start to see significant investment in our downtown. Second, I encourage the council to pivot from a pass-through mindset for the Creekside District. It is not your job to make sure residents of other communities can effortlessly pass through Gahanna on their way to spend their time and money elsewhere. Though Mill Street is currently a part of Highway 62, there is no structural potential for it to be more than a 2-lane road. To stifle development and investment in our community because we're overloaded with traffic from other communities that have been making the right investments is beyond backwards thinking. As one of the 2 main arteries in and out of the Creekside District, all traffic considerations should prioritize what is most beneficial for the businesses and the residents who operate, live in, and support the district, rather than those who just wish to pass through. Third and finally, I encourage the council to develop an ecosystem mindset for the Creekside District. There is no silver bullet solution. The holistic health of our downtown will rely on numerous streams of investment. The proposed development seeks to add additional population density, which translates into expanded clientele for our small business community. This has been identified repeatedly as a key component for our small business community and success in the district for that community. A step in the right direction should be celebrated, not resisted, because we are really hoping for 2 or 3 steps. Investment encourages investment, growth encourages growth, stagnation encourages more stagnation. In closing, we are all here because we believe in Gahanna and we want to see our home reach and maintain its fullest potential. I'm standing and speaking tonight in support of the proposed development and encourage the council and administration to move the proposal forward in a timely and responsible manner. I encourage the council and administration to make it a high priority to provide the necessary oversight and review of this project in the quickest time frame possible and grant approval without delay. And speaking specifically to the public hearing tonight, I would say an item of this type is prone to a certain sort of sensationalization, government giving away property to whoever they would, and I would ask that the members of this council, administration, all entities in this room that communicate that they would work to keep this in the context of reality, what actually is happening, and work with that framework of short-term investments for long-term gains. Thank you for your time.